खाली खाली आंखों से सपने बुनता जा, मन अपने की कर ले तू, सबकी सुनता जा। ओ, खाली खाली आंखों से सपने बुनता जा, मन अपने की कर ले तू, सबकी सुनता जा। टूटी टूटी सांसों से लड़ता जा, बढ़ता जा, टुकड़ा टुकड़ा कर करके किस्मत चुनता जा। बोले तन मन जब हूँ ठंडी लगती है फिर लू, सजदे में आंसू गिरा दे, हो जा मस्त मलंग तू। बोलू बोलू
minutes we'll be starting with Miss Anna. Okay, so we are beginning. Miss Amna, are you with us? We are starting our
Yes,
session.
I'm with you.
Our today's activity, which is practice teaching round 1. So our first teacher is Miss Anna. And I hope you guys have received your evaluation forms. Kindly open it up, observe, and mark accordingly. Okay?
अनायशा अभी रुक जाओ, आई एम डूइंग सम वर्क। क्या कर रही हो?
बेटा सही है, यहाँ पे see the cameras and yeah, बोलना था ठीक है. All right, over to you, Miss Anam. And can I have my evaluation sheet? Yes, thank you. Where's my pen? Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidni ilma. There's a saying, accounting is a language of business. ये क्यों कहा जाता है? क्या किसी को पता है? Accounting is the language of business. Never thought of it. ऐसा क्यों कहा जाता है? Yes. Accounting is a language of business. Why we say that? Any ideas asked? Ideas? Yes, any idea? Can you hear me? Just ask them when you hear me. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, yes, yes. So accounting, I will take that question. Uh, Accounting is called as the languages business because there is no other way that we will know about what's going on in the business unless you record the transactions, which is what is accounting is about. And if there is no accounting, you will know what's going on. I guess that is the answer.
Okay, that's good. What about you?
Because in every business you have accounts.
Okay.
बाहर के हम हिसाब किताब के लिए मुझे इतने मेरा तो मैं इतने में बेचूंगा, प्रॉफिट मार्जिन लॉस गेन इन सब के अकाउंट्स बिजनेस.
Yes, miss. Maybe because in businesses we are having so many transactions and without recording them, without accounting for them, it's, how will you run the business? How will you keep a track? Yes, that's also good. But accounting is a language of business. Language किस चीज को बताता है? Language is a way of communicating. It is a way of communication. चाहे आप कोई सी भी लैंग्वेज ले लें, वो किस लिए मदद करती है? कम्युनिकेशन के लिए. तो बिजनेस की लैंग्वेज जब बोली जाती है तो इसका मतलब ये है कि वो क्या कर रही है? कम्युनिकेशन में आपको हेल्प कर रही है. ठीक है ना? तो बिजनेस में कम्युनिकेशन में आपको किस चीज में हेल्प कर रही है? वो आपके ओनर यानी कि जिसने बिजनेस स्टार्ट करा है उसको भी कर रही है, और जो उसके इन्वेस्टर्स हैं उनको भी ये मदद कर रही है. क्यों? क्योंकि इससे आपको क्या पता चल रहा होता है? जब आप अकाउंटिंग की बात करते हैं तो इसमें मेन आपको क्या दिख रहा होता है? अकाउंटिंग इज एन आर्ट ऑफ रिकॉर्डिंग, classifying, summarizing and reporting financial information of the organization. ठीक है? तो उस चीज को क्या बताती है कि फाइनेंशियल इंफॉर्मेशन उस बिजनेस की क्या है, उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की फाइनेंशियल वर्थ क्या है. तो यही चीज तो आपको चाहिए कि आपका बिजनेस आज जो है तो वो कैसा परफॉर्म कर रहा है, क्या इन फ्यूचर वो आगे चल पाएगा, या फिर अगर उसमें कोई मसले मसाइल आ रहा है तो उसके अकॉर्डिंग आप क्या कर सको? डिसीजन मेकिंग कर सको. और अगर आपका स्मूथली चल रहा है तो लॉन्ग रन में और क्या आप इस तरह के और स्ट्रेटजीज मेकिंग कर सकते हो कि आप अपने कंपेटिटर से बहुत बेहतर परफॉर्म करें. एक तो ये आपके पास आ गए अपने इंटरनल बिजनेस के लिए, डिसीजन मेकिंग के लिए आपको बहुत बेनिफिशियल है. दूसरी ये चीज, जो आपके इन्वेस्टर्स होते हैं तो वो भी तो आपकी फाइनेंशियल हेल्थ को मालूम करना चाहेंगे कि बिजनेस अब परफॉर्म कर रहा है तो कैसा परफॉर्म कर रहा है. ठीक है? तो आप यहाँ पे बता रहे होते हैं एक अकाउंटिंग इक्वेशन होती है इक्वल्स टू कैपिटल प्लस लाइबिलिटीज। इस चीज पर आने से पहले मैं ये पूछूंगी, डू यू नो अबाउट एसेट्स? पहले हम इन चीजों को क्लियर करते हुए चलें कि ये है क्या। एसेट्स के बारे में आपको कुछ पता है? एसेट्स के बारे में पता है? डू यू नो, बिकॉज़ इंग्लिश में डू यू नो अबाउट एसेट्स?
Yes, asset is the investment in the company where which would derive the economic value for the organization.
In simply, assets are those resources which a business or organization own and control. Own and control. Just like this is a marker, I'm using it. I have control on it. Just like this. I have mobile. This is a road. This is a resource. I can use it because I own it and I control it. So it is a asset of my business. एसेट्स वो तमाम चीजें होती हैं जो कि बिजनेस के लिए क्या है, ऐसे तमाम रिसोर्सेज हैं जो कि क्या करते हैं, बिजनेस उसको ओन करता है एंड कंट्रोल करता है टू गेन फ्यूचर इकोनॉमिक बेनिफिट। इससे मैं फ्यूचर में इकोनॉमिक बेनिफिट भी हासिल कर सकती हूँ। किस तरीके से? मेरे बिजनेस में मैं इस चीज को किस तरह यूज कर रही हूँ, आई एम यूजिंग दिस एज अ टीचिंग रिसोर्स। ठीक है, इसको मैं टीचिंग रिसोर्स के तौर पे यूज कर रही हूँ। तो क्या इससे मैं इन फ्यूचर इकोनॉमिक बेनिफिट हासिल कर सकती हूँ? यस और नो? डू आई गेट फ्यूचर इकोनॉमिक बेनिफिट बाय द हेल्प ऑफ दिस डिवाइस और नॉट?
Yes, you will.
Yes. So by recognizing assets, you have two categories. Are these owned and controlled by the business? Do we get future economic benefit by these resources or not? So assets आप simply तब उस चीज को recognize कर लेंगे कि वो assets हैं जो कि own और control करता है वो business, और वो क्या दे आपको future economic benefit provide करे। फ्यूचर इकोनॉमिक बेनिफिट ऑफ कोर्स आप मॉनिटरी टर्म में उसको देखेंगे कि मेरे पास स्टूडेंट्स आ रहे हैं, ठीक है, उस चीज को मैं यूज कर रही हूँ अपने टीचिंग पर्पस के लिए और उससे मैं क्या कर रही हूँ, बिजनेस कर रही हूँ। इससे मुझे मॉनिटरी टर्म्स में मुझे फायदा हो रहा है, इकोनॉमिक बेनिफिट मुझे हासिल हो रहा है। ठीक है, यू नो अबाउट कैपिटल? व्हाट इज कैपिटल? आई वांट योर पार्टिसिपेशन।
Yeah, capital is the investment from the shareholders, with which the company creates resources, for procurement, for running the business or investing in the business.
Yes, these are the investment invested
So
by
it is,
owners. You can simply say that
yeah.
capital is the investment which is invested by the owner. Just like I have cash of 50,000, you can say that 50,000. So I invested just for the starting of my business, just for the running of my business. So it will be my capital. It is clear?
Yes, very much.
Okay. Do you know about liabilities?
Sorry, I did not hear.
You know about liabilities?
Yes, liabilities are the sum, which we owe to third parties. Third parties or to anyone during the course of the business, actually.
Yes, these are the obligations which we have to pay back. Okay. So there is a accounting equation: assets is equals to capital plus liabilities. Suppose there is a person named as Farhan. He is a seller. He's a seller of fruits and vegetables. He started. I will explain this equation by some scenarios. Scenario number 1. There is a sailor which named as, you can say, Farhan. Okay. So he thought that I have to start my business. He has 5,000 cash in his hand. So he invested in it. And he started his business. तो जब उन्होंने 5,000 इन्वेस्ट करा बिजनेस में, ठीक है, उनके पास क्या आ गया बिजनेस में? कैश. अब ये कैश क्या है? वो रिसोर्स है जिसको वो यूटिलाइज करेंगे. वो रिसोर्स है जिसको वो बिजनेस में लाके प्रॉफिट अर्न करेंगे, यानी वो इकोनॉमिक बेनिफिट अर्न करेंगे. ठीक है. सो क्या मैं ये कह सकती हूँ क्या ये आपका एसेट है? यस और नो? यस.
Yes, it's an asset.
मैंने अभी तक सिर्फ 2 चीजों पर बात करी है. अभी तक मैंने ये नहीं बात करी कि मैंने किसी और से कोई अमाउंट लिया है. तो क्या मैं ये कह सकती हूँ, ये भी कह सकते हैं यहाँ पर, तो क्या मैं ये अभी कह सकती हूँ कि ये जो मैंने इन्वेस्टमेंट करी है, ठीक है, इस पे पूरा मेरा हक है? इससे क्या आपको फाइनेंशियल वर्थ पता चल रही है मेरी बिजनेस की? एसेट हमें क्या बता रहा है कि जितना एसेट इस बिजनेस के पास है वो पूरा का पूरा मेरा अरेंज करता है. ठीक है. मुझे ये लायबिलिटी नहीं है कि मैं उस चीज को वापस पे बैक करूं. तो इज इट गुड फॉर एनी बिजनेस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और नॉट? क्या ये बिजनेस की फाइनेंशियल वर्थ बता रही है या नहीं?
What was the question? Sorry.
I am saying that if I invested 5,000 in my, you can say it's a grocery business. So I invested 5,000 rupees, which is cash. So it is our assets. So these are assets. I don't have to pay any amount to any other person. So this equation, what is summarizing to you that मैं इंग्लिश में ना मुझे बहुत ज्यादा so this equation what is trying to tell you, this equation is trying to tell you the financial position of the business. We don't have to pay back to anyone else because what the amount I invested, I don't have to, it is not my obligation. I don't have to pay to someone else. It is showing my financial worth. All the assets, all the amount of assets are mine. I don't have to pay back to someone else. So it is showing good position of my, it is showing good financial position or bad?
It's good one.
Good. Okay. Now, let's move on to the next category. Okay. I invested 5,000 cash. I invested 5,000 cash. By this 5,000, what I have done, I just bought some fruits and vegetables amounted to rupees 2,000, which is of my यहाँ पे summary बता रही हूँ. Worth rupees 3,000, I bought fruits and vegetables of rupees 3,000, and I also bought a small stall for my goods worth rupees 1,000, and I have cash in hand 500 and cash at bank 500. Okay, so it will be total of जो कैश मेरे पास आया था उससे मैंने क्या करा, I bought some fruits and vegetables for reselling purpose, which is cost of rupees 3,000. By the help of cash, I also bought a small stall for buying purpose, which is cost rupees 1,000, and I have some cash at my hand. In my hand, rupees 500, and some deposited into bank account for future purpose. So how much assets I have? 5,000. Is it what does it showing? Is it showing the same condition which we have discussed previous, or it is something else? Okay.
Yeah, the situation is different now.
First, tell me, Anam, that what was your subject?
Attitude.
Attitude. And what was your topic?
Accounting patient.
Accounting. Thank you. We can have a seat. We will give you feedback and feedbacks. Okay. Who's next? Sudhir, are you ready?
I'm not well prepared, but I will impromptu. I will do.
Yes, you do. You have to do. No other option.
Yeah, I love to do. One side there is a lot of self-doubt. Oh, you are not prepared. Don't go. That language is coming. But at the same time, I have to push myself because you are here.
Yes, you have.
Thank you for pushing me.
Yes. So, okay. So, the screen is yours. You're here on the screen, and we all can see you. And I can turn the camera so you can see us as well. Okay, we are sitting here.
Okay, I will present my. Okay, you have to allow me for presenting.
Presenting? Okay, okay. You want to present? Okay. Sure, I will give you the access. I'll make you the host so you can present. Okay, so now you are the host. You can present.
Okay. Is it my screen visible now?
Yes, your screen is visible.
Yes, good morning. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Okay. Today we are going to talk about financial reporting. I know that you are starting your journey as an SCCA student, and you all have, you know, great ambition to be, certified accountants. And as we saw in the orientation, as we have seen that many people have different ambitions. Some people wanted to become an accountant. Some people want to go into consulting, and then there is an investment category, investment
Sudhir,
banking.
I would
Yeah.
I would like you to stop presenting and first so that we can see you on the screen. And when you start explaining from the text, then you can share the screen. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, that is good idea. Yes. Good morning, everyone. As we saw in the as we saw in the orientation, many people have earnestly shared your ambitions to become the why behind choosing SCCA. And I'm aware that some people want to, become chartered accountants to go into audit profession, and some people want to consulting, and then there are some people who want to go to, investment banking. So, as you know, that ACCA is a wonderful qualification for this, and the kind of syllabus ACCA has developed is one of the best in the similar professions, and you are in the right place. Okay, so with that, so let's talk a little bit about accounting, and then I'll come to financial reporting. So what we are going to talk today as an introductory subject is that I'm going to introduce the financial accounting to you, and we would talk about financial reporting. What is a business? Of course, you know what in general terms what the business is, but we will learn. There are different types of businesses which we will get used to today, and let me just understand, that how much you are comfortable sharing your knowledge about some of the things we are going to learn. Okay, so have you heard of financial reporting? Does anyone know anything about financial reporting today? You are just new students today. You don't know anything about it. So just so act like that, please. This is outside. So don't tell me the definition which I do not know. Okay. So yeah. So anyone can volunteer to be telling me something about this financial reporting. Amna, I can't hear anything. Is anyone
Financial
talking?
reporting is
Yeah.
something, yeah, actually, today I'm also not feeling very well.
Yeah.
And I
Yes,
might
Amna.
not participate just like you guys are doing.
No
Financial
problem.
reporting is something to present the position of your company in a to show the financial position of your company, where you're standing, what are your assets and what are your liabilities, and how much you have invested and how much you are owing, something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So very good. It was a very good, point from your side. So it is about, you know, the financial reporting is uh, is the kind of language while accounting is the language of the business, financial reporting is the way that we communicate this to the shareholders. Of course, we need to talk about shareholders and many other things today. So let me tell you a story about something which you are familiar. One of you have already have started a business, and you do not know anything about accounting, and you just invested some money, and then you found a product which you thought it will be, it will have a very good demand in that particular market which you are aiming to do your business. And then you brought some money from your saving, and then you started doing the business. You set up a small office, and then a small warehouse, and then you started selling this particular product, and all of a sudden your business has boomed, and then there were a lot of customers, and then uh, the sale was really good, and your demand was too much, and then you started buying the products, and you started buying in bulk from the same suppliers. You had 2-3 suppliers, and who were catering to your business, and your since your business was improving, your suppliers also helped you to give you some time to pay back to them. And then the business went on. It's in 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. By the time the business is in 6 months, then you started feeling that there is a problem, that suppliers were not happy. And when you really found out that from your bank account that actually there was no money to pay the suppliers, and whereas you had a lot of already there are a lot of debts you are supposed to obligations you have to pay to the suppliers. So that is, then you started looking at your sales, and you understood that okay, the sale has been really good. So you had already made a very good sale of 1 lakh rupees, and then here you are, that where you do not have the cash. What has happened actually here? So this is one of the problems, and as you must have heard that many business fail because of the similar situation, where they do not have the money to pay to suppliers, where the sale is too much, but the money is not there in your pocket. How does this magic happen? What is this? Can anyone tell me something about this? What has actually happened? Hello?
Thanks, sir. We did not hear you in the class, sir. Can you please repeat your question?
Yeah, so did you hear what I was narrating? The situation where this particular entrepreneur was unable to pay to the supplier.
Okay.
So the business was very good. He sold almost, he had a sale of 1 lakh rupees in 6 months, the small business. And whereas, when he wanted to pay to the suppliers, he couldn't see that there was no money in the bank actually. So then the suppliers were unhappy, and he was little surprised. And what has happened? The sale was 1 lakh rupees. And here I'm in a situation where I'm unable to pay 50,000, and there is no money in my bank. What has happened?
Might be a loss. Might be in loss. That's why they don't have cash or money at bank. Okay.
I couldn't hear you properly.
The business might be
Where is your mic?
That's why they would not have enough money.
Maybe
Yeah,
because he couldn't record his transactions properly, that's why he was in a position.
yeah, one way it is correct that he didn't know what was coming into and what was going into. So while he was so busy, and it is rightly, he was rightly busy with increasing his revenue and finding new customers and selling. One of the basic thing he has forgotten actually. So that is where we are coming into this accounting. So here, even for a small business like this, while the sale was very good, it failed. It means it did not fail, but he realized the importance of something that was missing. So that is called, here he was supposed to record his revenue. He was supposed to record, how much money he owed to the suppliers, and what were the other expenses. He was taking some money from the business for his own personal uses. All this he did not record actually. So as a result, he did not know that how much he owed to the suppliers, and suppliers also very, very happy because the business was doing good. And he thought that they will bring the business. He supported him, but eventually they came to know that, okay, this guy is not going to pay us, and then they started withholding their supply. So here, the process of just writing down all that, whatever is coming in and whatever is going out, the sale, so that he did not do. That act is called recording of transactions. So this is the beginning of the accounting thing, that where you record the transactions, and which is within a framework of. Let me just present the screen now. Yeah. So as we see here, the financial data, financial data is the name given to the actual transaction. So the financial data here is the one which, what was the sale, what was the outflow, how much cash he paid, what were the expenses he paid, and these are recorded in the books of prime entry. So we'll learn that books of prime entry means, that if a sale has already happened, it is in the sales book that where we are recording this transaction. It is just like a register that we, sales book, where we, if we have sold and then this guy has not paid, so we enter. Suppose if I have paid to, so you have sold me Sudhir, so you will just mention Sudhir, and then amount you owed and put a date. So that is called the sales book, one of the books of prime entry. And similar to this, we also have the purchases, and the purchase book will be one of the books of prime entry. And then, so once this recording is done, we have this business. So once the recording is done, then we have the similar transactions. Many transactions would get accumulated, because as the business is going running on a day-to-day basis, we have maybe this person will bring one or two employees to his organization, his company, small company, and then he will need to pay the salary, and then other expenses are there, like stationery will be there, or he will need certain things. So all these expenses he will have to record, and then once that transaction is done, then he will have to summarize this one. So what is his sales, how much he has paid to suppliers, and what are the other expenses, and what is the net amount, which is called the profit. So once this transaction is done, so this is called the simplest form of one of the financial statements, which is called the P&L, what I just told you. And then there are, suppose if he is buying a vehicle or delivery van to deliver the goods, and then that is called an asset, where these kind of assets, and then whatever he has to pay back to supplier, this is called liability, and the money which he has brought into this company, which is called the capital. So all this he will have to record, which is called a balance sheet. Then what is his cash position? This also you will put into in another statement called cash flow statement. So together all these things are called the financial statements. And the process of doing this, the act, and then preparing that, and then suppose this is done by a staff, an accountant who has done it, and then he is giving to the owner. So the owner, for him to read and analyze or understand where his company is standing right now, that is called the process of financial reporting. So in this case, we were only talking about a sole trader or a one-man business where he is the 100% shareholder of the company. So with that we will learn a little more about the different types of businesses. So in this case we have already told about the sole trader. I will explain in a minute that what is a sole trader. And then we have a limited liability company, and then we have partnership, uh, and then we have corporations. So as we saw in this, so does anyone know something about what is being sole trader? Can anyone tell me something?
Trader is the one who owns the business and don't have any partner or any other one who is liable to.
Exactly. You're on spot on actually. So it is the single person, as we saw in the example. It is a single person who is doing the business over here, who does not have any partner. So in a sole trader cases, this is one of the most straightforward businesses as we see in our own streets where we live, and and most of the places we go. So there are different advantages and disadvantages for being a sole trader. So as we see here, the advantages of being a sole trader is so there is a limited paperwork, and therefore cost in establishing this type of structure. So the cost for setting up this type of company is very less, and the owner has the complete control over the business, and owner is entitled to profits and ownership of the assets. So here he does not have to, since he does not have any partner, the complete profit from the business is on, and the assets and we will, why we are particularly stressing that he is the owner of the assets, means we will come to know that though you see that different business, the owners actually they are not the owners of the company's assets. We will see that why the founders of the company, or say corporation, bigger companies, where you see, for example, one of the listed company, as you know, in stock market, that why the people who have founded the company are separate from the company itself. So it's a separate legal entity. We will learn all those things. So that is why specifically it is mentioned, owner is entitled to profits and the ownership of assets, and less stringent reporting obligations compared with other business structures. So what we just saw was the recording of different transactions and the financial statements. But in this case, it could have been a simple one. Whereas if you see a bigger organization, it doesn't end with just 3 statements, and there are multiple disclosures. You will have to disclose many more information of the company, because the outsiders are investing in the company, and it can be highly flexible. And some of the disadvantages of being sole trader is that the because since there is no difference between your business and you, the owner is personally liable for all debts. So in this case, as you saw, the supplier, this person has to pay to the supplier because there is no different company or entity or something that who is legally responsible for this. So that means if the company is not able to generate the sufficient money to pay to this person, the suppliers, he will have to again, take from his personal money and to pay this. And property. So as I saw in this case, that suppose he couldn't bring this money from his pocket or his saving, then maybe he will pledge his property into the bank and then take the loan. And if he's unable to pay the loan, then definitely he's going to lose that property. So he is vulnerable to this kind of disadvantages, and then may lead to long working hours without the normal employee recreative leave and other benefits. Maybe issues of continuity of business because the business may not continue for a longer time. So that's for today. Does anyone have any questions?
Okay, thank you so much, Sudhir. Your time is up. You have questions? Okay.
Sorry, I did not prepare anything. So I know that it sucked. What to do?
Okay, Sudhir, what was your subject? F3?
Yeah, it was. Okay. The important stuff was forgotten. It was, yeah, F1.
F1? FR?
Management accounting.
Financial accounting.
It is, what is this subject? Financial accounting, F3. F3, yeah.
F3. F3 financial accounting. And what was the topic?
Introduction, chapter 1, introduction to accounting.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Right. Miss Amna, would you like to participate in this activity?
Is it possible if I present it tomorrow, or maybe I send my recording in a group?
Okay, I can give you one more day, like tomorrow you have to perform then, okay? I do not need the recording.
Yeah.
We need to do it live, okay? So if you're
Okay, fine. Actually, the problem is I can, I couldn't complete it. Like, I should have my visuals and my slides or something I could present. I
Okay.
didn't have that, right? So, what I can do right now is only speaking. So, it
It's
won't
okay.
get that much impact, right?
Yes, okay. If you can, see, we are completely fine if you don't have any presentation or even if you do not switch on your video camera. It's okay. We would like to hear something from you if that is possible for you. On any
Something, okay, I can share anything, but it won't be something like as you are expecting the whole lesson plan or
It's okay.
like the other students have shared.
It's okay, no problem.
If you just want to listen, then it's okay. I'll try.
Yes, I would like you to participate in this because this is how in real life it happens. Challenges keep coming, and sometimes we don't have the tools, we don't have the resources, we are not ready mentally, and but you have to perform. There is no other way, no choice. So we would be glad that if you can, even if you can just, if you do not want to switch on the camera, it's okay. If you can, it would be best. You just have to explain something for 15
Okay.
minutes, any one topic which you think is easier for you.
15 minutes. I don't know. I'm not that much prepared, but if you are saying I can, but I can present it much better tomorrow if you allow.
We all can present much better and we will be getting our second chances, inshallah. So I would like you
Okay, fine.
Amna,
Okay.
I suggest that because I did not prepare anything. Yesterday only I had my class yesterday. And then yesterday evening, I had to go out because it was my weekend, and I went out with my family. I didn't get a
Yeah.
little time, and the timing is different here because 2 hours. I'm just starting my morning, and I didn't get time to prepare 15 minutes. So I was in a lot of self-doubt,
Of-
resistance. So I just did, but I knew it sucked. But I suggest you do whatever. You are a very good speaker. Go ahead
Thank you
and do.
so much. Hats off to you. You did a wonderful job, Sudhir. Thank you. Okay, let's start. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I'm Amna Imran, your teacher, and I'm going to teach you today F1, business organization. You know what we are going to learn today? We are going to explore about F1 until we absorb each and every single concept of it. So, are you ready?
Yes, yes, we are eagerly waiting.
Good, that's nice. Before we start, I want you all to relax yourself, completely relax, and let's do some breathing exercises. Are you ready for that?
Yes, yes.
Close your eyes, make yourself completely relax, and start breathing. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and breathe out for 4 seconds. Now again, breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold it for 4 seconds and breathe out. One more time, breathe in. And as you are breathing in, imagine you are taking all the positive energy inside you and you're feeling more powerful and more confident and more fresh. And you're keeping that freshness inside you. Hold it. Let it penetrate inside your body. And now release all the negativity, all the self doubts which are holding you back from your body. Release it. How are you feeling? When you're feeling relaxed, you can open your eyes and tell me, everyone, how are you feeling?
It was very good.
Are
It
you
was very
feeling
good. I felt
okay?
calm.
You are feeling relaxed. You are ready to learn. You are ready to absorb everything. I know that. Okay, so our first topic is business organization. I want to know how much you know about business organization.
Right. Business organization is any place where buying and selling take place or dealings take place. We have employees there, employers.
Business organization is one. I couldn't hear you properly.
Business organization is a place where buying and selling take place, transactions.
Okay. Okay. It is something connected to the buying and selling process, right? This is what you are trying to tell?
Yes.
Okay, that's completely fine. Anyone else? What is business organization?
They perform activities.
Is it something related to the way we organize the things, like a company or something?
That's great. This is brilliant. Something organized. Very good. Okay, let's break it and understand these two terms, the business and organization. What is business?
We discussed anything where transactions take place.
Okay, if I'm someone who know nothing about any business language. This is my first class. I don't know about any transaction. Can you explain it in in simple words?
When one person sell anything or any service and the other one is buying it, it's literally a small business.
That's great. And what is organization? Why these two words are joined together?
It is the business is that it is something a setup of a company like thing. Whether it is a single person or a partnership or something, that it is to do to do to do a business, like either to buy or either to sell services or a product, or to provide any other kind of charitable, whether it is for money or regardless of whether money, because there are different types of organization, non-profit and profitable organization. And then organization is the one that, okay, this particular business, how we are going to organize this business, whether it is in a in a smaller way or a particular way. There may be some theories that which is possible to organize. So that's my 2 cents on this.
Wonderful, wonderful example, Sudhi. This is really great. Okay, would you like to listen a little bit? Its history. Are you
Yes,
interested to know?
we would love.
Where does the word business come from? Anyone know about it? What's its origin? Or would you like me to share it with you?
We would love to hear.
Okay. The word business comes from the Old English word, which means busyness. And its spelling is, I cannot share it with you right now, so I'm telling you, BISIGNIS, right? And it's pronounced like busyness, which originally meant a state of being busy or care, anxiety, occupation, something like that. So, business literally meant the state of being busy. In the 14th century, it referred to one's work or occupation. And slowly, with the time, by 18th century, it came to mean a commercial enterprise, what we understand today as buying, selling, producing, or providing goods or services. Initially, it wasn't connected with the financial purposes. It was just if someone, if they are doing barter, it was called that system. Even in barter system, it was called that busyness. Okay, now I would like to know why it is connected with organization. Like Sudhir said something to organize. Can you explain it a little bit more? Why to organize? Organize what? What if we don't organize it? We just simply buy and sell things.
Without an organization, it will be very difficult to achieve our goals. The outcome will be very difficult. Even in a home, as you see, the smallest organization which you are very familiar with is that one of the spouses would be doing the chores at home, and the other person would be managing the finance and bringing in the family, and then the responsibilities are shared. Then there is, of course, though it is unwritten, but it is there is a kind of organization implied inside that. And that is the smallest example of organization, which is very much required. Otherwise, if there is no understanding between what would happen to the parties involved in this, unwritten organization, it is going to be a chaotic process. So, the result, the outcome will not be what we actually intend to achieve.
Wonderful, wonderful example you have shared with us, Sudhir. Okay, can you explain it little more? Like if I say, just like if your home is an organization, right? Now tell me who would be the manager and who would be the finance person and 1 minute, give me one. And what we are buying and selling and how we are organizing these all things. Can you share it?
Yeah,
Can you elaborate
my
further?
my wife is a CEO, and
Wow.
and I'm what you call, I am the manager. Okay,
Wow.
so who execute the CEO's vision. So
Wonderful.
which means that
So lucky one.
yeah, so the transportation of the goods is, for example, going to Lulu and buying. So it's my job. And if the CEO say, okay, teach the children, then I have to teach the children. And, so this is how, we have we are running our family organization.
Wonderful. Then can you tell me who are the stakeholders and shareholders in your company?
So we are equally the shareholders as well as the employees, one side, and then the stakeholders, our children are, the most affected, most vulnerable categories of the stakeholders in this case. And then we have our parental, our main home, my family, her family, okay, and
Extended
then
family.
yeah, so extended family. Okay, and yes, so
How
that's
about your
our,
neighbors? How about your neighbors
yeah, there are two one-way
and your
stakeholders.
friends and the school of your children where they go,
Correct, correct. All these are the
right?
stakeholders we
And
deal with the
all the
bank.
grocery person from where you buy grocery, doodwala,
Mm,
milkman,
yeah,
something. All can be the
yes,
stakeholders. Can
yes,
you
oh,
draw a diagram of this your business organization structure in this way?
yes. It will start from the CEO, then the manager,
Yeah,
then
if can you draw it right now so you can understand it in much better way, all of you?
yeah.
This is wonderful. This is really great. Actually, I really would like to share some videos with you guys and some visual images which I didn't prepare right now. I don't have it, and I even didn't prepare the quiz, which is missing. So it was all which I have prepared and I have shared with you. I hope I have shared the concept of business organization with you today clearly, and you are all are able to draw this diagram to understand it in a much better way, what is business and what is organization. If you want to understand the word organization, just look into yourself, how your body is organized. Like your mind is a center. It's called just what to say, this means head office, right? Which is controlling all and everything, even our hands, our body system, and everything is connected to my mind. So think of it how we are organized. If my mind stop giving me instructions, will my body parts will act accordingly? Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Do you understand what I'm trying? Are you all with me?
Yes, we are with you.
I lost.
It happens when there is no eye contact, it happens, right? So here I want to explain the concept of organization. When we okay, one more thing, another example I would like to share here. Imagine there is an atom. Can you imagine it? I can, if I would be there, I really would show its diagram or its video with you. Imagine an atom. It's a single unit, right? There is a nucleus inside it, and the electrons are revolving inside in their orbit. What happens when one atom unites with another? Anasha, please.
When it unites,
When they are when unite, when they make a bond, what happens? When two atoms make a bond, what happens? Anyone?
it becomes maybe big.
It becomes one. Becomes one.
When two atoms want to make a bond, two or three atoms want to make a bond, what actually happens?
They
The
come together.
the electrons in their outer shell, the electrons which are revolving, rotating in the outer shells, they exchange. For example, one atoms donate its electron to another one to get unite, and then what happens, that electron rotates to both of the nucleuses to create a balance. This is a structure of organization. This should be a structure of real, or this is called organization, to organize something. They are
Yeah.
doing their work. They know what are their orbits, and they are attracted to the nucleus, but they are not uh, getting inside it, right? There is a force between them. Each one knows its place, each one knows its work. Okay, you can see it in an entire universe. There is a sun, and 8 planets are rotating around it, and they all know their orbits very well. They are, when they are growing, they are having their own families, like they are having their moons. Earth have one moon, and moon is rotating around Earth. But Earth knows that it has to connect with its nucleus, that is sun, and it when it rotates around the sun, it never leaves that moon behind. The same process has been done by the sun. Sun is rotating around the Milky Way. When it is rotating around the Milky Way, it is taking all its 8 planets with. It's a family. It's not leaving all those 8 planets behind. And the same, similarly, likewise, when Milky Way is rotating around the galactic point, the same process is happening. No one is leaving their work. The whole, the solar systems are rotating around that galactic point, and then another galactic point is rotating around another, maybe black hole. So this is a natural process of organization, and as a humans, because we have choice, so we have to maintain, we have to know our boundaries. And when we know our boundaries, we can make a better organization. Then it is called an organization, when everyone knows and aware of their own work. and position. Am I clear? Any questions, students?
No questions. Thank you,
Yeah.
Ms. Amna. Thank you. No questions from my side. Sudhir wants to ask something, of course.
No, no.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ms. Amna. It was wonderful that you participated without much preparation and despite the fact that you were not feeling well. I really appreciate that. And okay, so I hope that all of you have taken down some notes on the evaluation sheet that was given. So I have jotted down, and I hope you all also have done that. If not, you can take 2 minutes. Maybe Sudhir, if you have it online, you can do it for each participant. Have you done it?
What is the first participant's name? I forgot. Sorry.
First participant name, Miss Anam. Anam, your full name?
Anam Khan.
Anam Khan.
Anam Khan.
Yes, yes. So I'm just giving you 2 minutes. Just note it down your note down your evaluations. Then we will bring it into discussion. Miss Amna's course is FBT F1, and her topic was business organization. Miss Amna, did you also note down the evaluation for other participants? Did you fill the sheet?
Yes, yes.
Oh.
Now I'm also trying to add my comment.
Oh, oh. Just take a couple of minutes and then. Okay, so we are just setting in for a 10 minutes break, lunch break, and we shall resume right now. It's 2:13 at my side, and we shall resume 2:23 exact. Okay, so you can take a 10 minutes break. You can go and get your lunch or maybe your cup of tea, whatever you like. Okay.
Where is the tea?
Where is the tea? We have the lunch. Where is your tea, Sudhir?
I will come and grab it. Okay, one day.
We will come back now after 10 minutes. Okay. Start करो. Yeah, I think Sudhir is the host, so I will just claim back.
ते फकीरां लेखां ते लकीरां अजब तू मेरे मौला की मौजां ते की पीड़ां कोई समझेगा रमज तेरी मैं ते मुख दिए समझ मेरी तेनु लभदे सारे राह भुल देनी तेरे राज कदे खुल देनी जब तू मेरे मौला की लेखा ते लकीरां जब तू मेरे मौला की मौजां ते की पीड़ां लब लब हार गए ते जिंद अपनी जिंद अपनी वार गई जदों उस पार गई लब हार गए जिंद अपनी वार गई जिंद अपनी वार गई जिंद अपनी वार गई जदों उस पार गई जिंद अपनी वार गई जिंद अपनी वार गई जदों उस पार गई
I have 12 emails, 30 messages, and a proposal due by 10. How am I already underwater?
I'm in the same boat.
I'm in an actual boat.
I thought Grammarly just fixed grammar. They make boats now?
It's more of a metaphorical boat. Because I've been using Grammarly's AI for years to keep me high and dry. Try it. Grammarly can look through your writing to make it easier to understand. See? Shorter.
Whoa.
Clearer.
Cool.
And better. Now people will get what you're trying to say and you won't be flooded with confused emails. Can you do mine? No problem. Your writing's good, but your word choices could be better.
Wow.
Now your writing is as confident as you are.
If that's even possible.
New email.
Oh, Well, what about our proposal?
Let me take a look. Woof, you'll be in deep water if you show this to the CEO. Grammarly can point out what's missing. Right there. The CEO will want to see a deadline. And here you should connect the projections back to company strategy.
Yeah, how could I do that? Mia, can you do a deep dive?
On it. 10% higher revenue by next year.
I'm sending it in.
The CEO loves it. Budget.
My hosting or WooCommerce store earns me money all day, every day. I'm Gabrielle Scarlett, and by day, I'm a brand strategist and designer. Then by night, I have a side hustle of making social media template packs and selling them to small business owners on my personal WooCommerce website. Just like my client sites, I built my personal store with Hostinger and WooCommerce because it's easy and customizable, and honestly, it's really fun. I play with my site whenever I have the time, and with managed WooCommerce hosting, I can do everything I need to do. And if I ever need help, I can reach out to the super helpful, super friendly support team at Hostinger, no matter what hour of the day or night it is. Plus, with Hostinger, there's no concerns about my site's availability or security, and no hidden fees either, so I get more from every sale. Get started with your online store now with managed WooCommerce hosting from Hostinger. It's fantastic, and I would recommend it to anyone.
If you're a business owner, 3D character videos are the best way to grow your business and make more.
Okay, so shall we resume now? You done? If not, then just take 2 more minutes, no problem. Right, Sudhir, so are you back?
Yes. Yeah, I'm back.
Miss Amna, are you back?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so I have just shared a picture in the group, WhatsApp group, and I've written over here on the board as well. These are the assignments I have been giving to you since day one. So I have just noted them down all in one place so it becomes easier for you guys. In case I have missed out on something, just let me know. I will add it as well. Okay. So these assignments, the way you're going to submit your assignments would be through email. You're going to email us like at the end of the month. By 30th April, I want you guys to submit all of the assignments for the sessions we will be doing, for the 8 sessions that we will be doing in the first month. Okay. So 8 sessions, assignments you'll be submitting at the end of the first month, which is April 30th. Okay. So every month you'll be doing the same. The whole month, the sessions that will be going on, just tick on the assignments that have been given to you and just tick on them that you have done this, done this, done this. Make a folder. And I have also written over here how you're going to give the name to the folder. Subject, like your subject name for which you are preparing all of this, like for F1, like Ms. Amna is preparing for F1. So you write F1, you write your name, you write Amna Imran, then you write ATTC badge 00012025. And then you write month 1. This is how you're going to give the name to the folder of your assignments. And you're going to keep piling up, saving up these assignments in that folder. And once it is the end of the month, by 30th April, you are supposed to email this folder to us with the same name in the subject of your email. I hope that is clear.
Yeah, subject in the sense how will you write subject?
Your subject that you have chosen is F3. You've chosen F3, right? So you write F3
okay.
because you'll be submitting
F3.
You'll be submitting lesson plan, you'll be submitting program design. So for which subject is that? So you can write down F3. Or if you have chosen the subject.
Ma'am Isha, can you please share all this information in a WhatsApp group?
Yes, I have shared it already. You can check. I have shared the picture of
Okay, okay, fine.
Okay, I've shared it in
Okay,
the.
thank you.
You can check. You can check everything. All the detail is there. In case some point is missing or some assignment is missing, which you remember, then kindly let me know. I will add it. Okay. So yeah, how was your experience? How was your experience of the first teaching round? One by one, I would like to listen from you guys that how was your experience? What did you feel before coming up on the floor? What did you feel during delivering the 15 minutes? And what did you feel right after it? First, I want to hear your experience as the teacher on the floor. Yes.
Yeah, I will, for me, since I did not prepare, I had a lot of resistance.
Okay.
It was very difficult to come. I want to run away. So that was the feeling. Oh my goodness, if it were not there, it would have been better today. So I wished, okay, you would give me time to postpone to the next week. So that was the first thing. Then since I realized that there is no way I could escape, then the next thing was how to prepare this. So while preparing again, how do I do it? How can I do it? What would the people think about my knowledge? Will I look ignorant? Will I be able to, make an impression? Will that be boring? Would I look awkward? All these questions came. And while since I had to start then in the beginning, since the preparation was not there, it was after maybe 1 minute I got a little more confidence with what I was doing. Though okay, so since the preparation was not there, I couldn't really present well, and the mastery of the subject was not there. Because of that, again, the confidence was an issue. But what I experienced was that within that 15 minutes, gradually I got some flow. And I also had a doubt, okay, whether because I am talking here, since I am, sitting here virtually away, I felt like I am like, oh, it is like a monotonous thing, that because more than 5 minutes or something, if I took it without the engagement of the students, I felt like, it was not effective. Whether it is effective, that kind of thoughts were coming to me. And preparation is the key. I could have engaged more, I could have asked questions, and I could have appreciated in a better way. I really wanted to appreciate, with the right words, how to respond whenever they involve. So all this we are going to learn. But yeah, I did not feel really good about overall.
Okay, I have noted down all the things that you have said today right on the board. So we will be discussing on each of those points that you shared. And can you just give me a number? How much will you rate yourself for the overall performance from 1 to 5? 5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest.
1.
Okay. 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 Next, Miss Anam.
I just have one thing, that how to deliver the most difficult topic which I was reading, how to deliver it.
Sound is less. Sound is.
Sound is not coming. You can come here maybe. Yes.
I said I have only one thing about this concept. This concept is pretty much clear to me. But according to the book's reference, or you can say according to books examples, I don't understand how to deliver these points accordingly to the PDF, or you can say about that book. In my mind, because the concept is clear. If we have our own capital, so it is showing the best position of the business. And if we borrow something from someone else, so it is not as much as good.
Okay. I just want to know, what were you thinking before coming on the floor? What were you thinking during performing, and what thoughts were coming to you after you finished performing?
Nothing else. I was just confused in English.
You were confused in English. Yes. You were having a self-doubt about English. Okay, whether I'd be able to speak or deliver it. Okay. Yes. Anything else?
I get stuck. I know how to speak in English, but I usually get stuck again. I don't know why this happens.
Okay. Thank you, Anam. Anything else that you would like to add? Okay, how much score will you give yourself?
Average 3.
3? Okay. Fine. Next, Miss Amna. Can you please share your thoughts before?
Yeah, sure. I would like to share my thoughts. I didn't have any self-doubt like that, but it was really, I wasn't prepared for it. And because of extreme headache, which I am experiencing right now, this was the only reason I didn't wanted to do it now. because for me eye contact is really important when because I never get engaged with anyone if I don't have a eye contact or visual, maybe because I am a visual person, right? So it was a thought which came into my mind. But when I started, and some techniques which I have used, and I want to share it with you, it is really something very important. First, I thought without eye contact, how can I engage my students? So I started with breathing exercises. When I started with breathing exercises, it was the only way I could connect with my students. So, did you feel that connectivity after that exercise? I wanted to know.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
spot
yeah.
on. You were spot on.
It was a wonderful way of starting the class.
Yeah. And then next strategy which I used was imagination, because I didn't have any visuals to share. So then I used that imagination. I took all of you into imagination, that imagine an atom or imagine your home, something like that. So I really enjoyed this after when I started speaking and ideas came into my mind. And I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. And you know why I enjoyed it? I was because of all of you. All of you were engaged with me, all of you were responding to me.
But
And just
Bhavna,
because of that, I enjoyed it.
did your headache go away after the performance? Did your headache go away?
Sorry?
Did your headache go
Most
away
probably.
after the
Most
performance?
probably.
No, didn't go away. No. It's still there. But what I'm telling you, I still enjoyed this session. There is something magical in this class, Isha. I'm telling you. You have designed it really. It's I can say some positive vibes. We are attending whenever we are present somewhere. It is not necessary physically or online, but there are vibes. There are so much strong positive vibes that I was
Not
experiencing.
because of each.
I was connected. That's why I enjoyed. Otherwise, I wouldn't have continued. I could have gone, switched off. It happened many times. But really, I'm telling you, there is something magical which
So much.
helped me to stay here, connected with this.
Thank you for this wonderful
I
insight.
second that. I second that.
But each of you, I would say,
Yeah.
each of you make this class very special and bring a lot to the table. Like it's not just this is happening one way that here I'm delivering and you guys are absorbing, but it's happening a two-way. I'm learning so much from Anam over here. She's a wonderful person and amazing. I'm learning so much from Sudhir and I'm learning so much from you, Miss Amna. It's always a pleasure to have you over here in the class. Actually our class sparks when you talk. So I really appreciate and I'm humble that you guys are here in this journey. So let's continue. So now I have noted down all the experiences and thoughts that were coming to your mind when you were participating as a teacher. Okay. Now I would like to know from you that what did you observe or learned from other participants? Like when you were looking at, like Anam, when you observed Sudhi delivering his lecture or Miss Amna delivering her 15 minutes, what were your takeaways, key takeaways? What did you learn? What did you observe? What was your observation? What do you think that, okay, this is a different flavor of teaching? What you adopted from that? So anything,
Just like
can you please come here because the mic,
just like
nobody will be able to hear.
just like her warm-up activities. I started with some warm-up activities. We started with the same pattern to our primary students. We started with the same pattern, some activities to warm up, to engage the students, and some imagination. We put some imagination, so I like her very much.
You liked her, the
Teaching
way of
style,
delivery.
yes.
Okay.
Because I know the warm-up activities, but imagination is much better thing.
Carrying this point forward Today, did your belief break about one thing? कि भाई जब तक व्हाइट बोर्ड नहीं होगा, ब्लैक बोर्ड नहीं होगा, पावर पॉइंट नहीं होंगे, तो फिर हम नहीं, तब तक हम कैसे पढ़ाएंगे? बोर्ड मार्कर नहीं होगा तो कैसे पढ़ाएंगे? Like, I hope this has, Ms. Amna, today you broke our belief system that we always used to, that stereotype belief that there should be must a presentation, or there should be must a whiteboard, there must be a marker, there must be all the tools of teaching. But today Ms. Amna proved this wrong. She broke the stereotype and she showed that even without these tools, even without switching on her video, how engaged she made.
I'm also surprised actually.
How it was you, when you are saying that I felt very engaged in this class, it was actually you who made us engaged in the class. It was from your end that the way you started with the exercise, the breathing exercise, that she grasped our attention. Immediately you grasped our attention, and immediately, the class was very much interested to hear what next. What next, right? All right, thank you so much. So this point, please make a note of this. Make a note of this. Breaking the stereotype. And what is the stereotype? That there must be a resource for effective teaching. So this is something today we learned, that without a resource, just by your personality, or just with your existence, you can teach. And you can teach effectively. You can teach effectively even without, if there is no light, no board. Sometimes it will happen because challenges will come in the life when you are going to teach practically. So many times in front of you guys, my camera didn't work. Sometimes my recorded lecture didn't work. Sometimes these technological issues, challenges will come during your process, during your journey. It will arise. What will you guys do then? Will you guys just sit and say, oh, I don't have the presentation, I'm not going to teach. How can I teach? Oh, my mouse is not working, my pad is not working, how can I teach? Will you cancel your class every single day because of this? Just with this reason? This was the reason why I insisted Ms. Amna that she should go for it, because it happens. It happens with all of us. And it will be a great lesson for all of us that even without these resources, just with her voice, she created magic in the class. The 15 minutes, we were completely engaged and we were not distracted even for a moment. We were all ears to what she was saying. All ears. And there is one more factor behind it, which I will be revealing after taking more key takeaways from all of you. So first key takeaway, or the first lesson for today's is what? Breaking stereotype. Breaking stereotype. And what's the stereotype? That without the resources, teaching can be done effectively. Without any resources, teaching can be done effectively. Full stop. Write it down in bold letters for yourself. Write it down in the chat box as well. Okay. So breaking the stereotype. What is it? Today we broke this. Without resources, making teaching effective is absolutely possible. All right. Now, anything else you would like to add, Anam? Like, what else did you observe in Sudhir? What did you learn from him?
This concept as Ms. Anna said, but one more thing that I was
just the key takeaway, the good thing that you learned.
Introduction. It is not clear.
No, I want the good thing. I'm not talking about the evaluation right now. I just want the good thing that you took away from his performance.
What I is
So English was very good. So these English, he is fluent in English. Okay.
Yes, very much knowledge about whatever. Yes,
His concepts is he's very knowledgeable. Concepts are clear and
confidence.
confidence. Okay. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Amna, what did you learn from Anam's and Sudhir's performance?
Anam, I really liked your style. I was so much engaged, your confidence, your delivery style, and your examples. They were all really very good. You used the way you used the whiteboard. You didn't have any posters or such thing, but you did use that. It was really wonderful. You shared examples, case studies. So I really like that. You are so confident. And you are really a very good teacher because I got engaged and I was enjoying it. And Sudhir's style was also good. And Sudhir, let me tell you one thing about it. I was being very lazy. And when you called my name, I got alert. And then I thought that this is really very effective strategy to call a student's name
Very,
to get a response.
very important point that you highlighted, Miss Amna. And I was about to, I have
Yeah.
marked in your evaluation sheets. So let us just discuss
Yeah.
more about this point first. Okay. Name. Wait. मुझे खिला दिया।
अच्छा फिर छोड़ दो नहीं खाना छोड़ दो
Right. One thing that was common in all of your performances, one thing which Miss Amna just highlighted, and she said it well, that when Sudhir called my name, I was feeling very lazy, but when he called my name, I suddenly got very active. My whole attention was, yeah, what happened? Okay. So all of your performances, your engagement was good. The way Sudhir engaged, the way you engaged, the way Miss Amna engaged. But one thing which was missing in all of your performances, all, that is name calling. You knew each other's name. Why weren't you calling each other's by name? Why? You knew the name. If you want your class to be engaged, you must see all of you were asking questions, which is very good, which is the number one thing when you want to engage your audience. You were asking questions. All of you were asking questions, which is good. But without names, despite the fact that you guys knew each other's names. Right? So name calling is very, very important. Just from now, Miss Amna said, and it's a big proof that when Sudhir called her name just once, she got alert. So that's how you're going to make your class alive. Keep calling the names. When you ask a question, say, yes, Anam, what do you think about it? Yes, Sudhir, what do you think about it? Yes, Amna, what happened? What do you think could be a better example for this? What else? So you are asking questions, which is a very good engagement technique. Just add the names. Add the names and you will be wonderful in engaging the audience. Okay, that's number one and number two. Yes, anything else, Miss Amna, that you would like to add?
His storytelling style also attracted me a lot.
Storytelling.
The way he was sharing case studies.
Storytelling, case studies, very important.
Yeah.
One of the highly effective engaging techniques is storytelling. If you start telling a story, then that will be that will be very much engaging. So if you can just on your notes give this a heading: engagement techniques. So engagement technique number one, asking questions. Engagement technique number two, name calling. Engagement number three, storytelling, case studies, and relevant examples. Relevant examples. Okay, I would like to just shed more light upon the relevant examples. Like some of you were giving examples, which is very good. But let me demonstrate to you a big difference, a huge difference. Okay, there is a difference between, there's a difference between storytelling and giving an example. Okay, when you're storytelling, you are telling about once upon a time there was a king and he had his nightmen, and then there was such and such, and then you continue. That's okay, that's storytelling. But when you're giving an example, you have to ensure that the examples are relevant and relatable. Relevant and relatable. 2 words. Relevant, relevant to the topic. Relatable, the student can relate to it. Like, for example, this is just for your learning, okay? Anam, you gave an example over here. This is just for, we are in a safe space right now and we are learning, okay? So we need to understand specifically what I'm talking about. So I will show you over here. Anam was explaining this concept, accounting equation, asset is equals to capital plus liability. And you were trying to give us some examples, but those examples were not much clear to me. Now I will show you another way in which you can explain, and let's see how it works. Okay. So, hello everybody. This is accounting. I'm just coming to the point. Accounting equation, assets is equals to capital plus liabilities. How many of you know what is an asset? Okay, how many of you know what's a capital? How many of you know what's a liability? Very good technique, you did that, all of it. Now let us put an example to it. Imagine that today you want to start a business. Today you want to start a business. Maybe you want to start a salon, your own salon. Maybe you want to start your own fashion designing institute. Maybe you want to start your own school. Maybe you want to start your own supermarket. Now, I gave you 4 examples, and do you think all these 4 examples are relatable? Have you been to a school? Yes, so the student can imagine it. Have you been to a supermarket? Yes, student can imagine it. You have been going to the supermarket. Can you open your own fashion designing institute? Maybe some can imagine, some cannot. And then there is an example of maybe you want to start up your own salon. Maybe that idea itself seems silly to the ACCA student. A salon, why would we go and become a barber? Okay, we don't like that. Okay, so anyhow, I'm giving the examples which are relatable. Okay, now imagine you want to start this business, and what's the first thing you would need to start a business? What's the first thing? You want to start a school. What do you need first? Finance, cash. That's called capital. You need capital. The capital is the money that the owner takes out from his pocket and puts it into his own business. Capital is the money, that's the cash that he takes out from his own pocket, from his own wallet, and put it into his business. That's a capital. Okay. Now, what are you going to do? You need cash. You calculated, you did a research, and you calculated that, okay, in order to open a salon, I need 10 lakh rupees. I need 10 lakh rupees. Why? Because with that 10 lakh, I will rent a place. I will decorate it as a salon, and then I will run the advertisement and all the cost I have calculated. So 10 lakh rupees I need in the start. Okay. Now, from where are you going to get these 10 lakh rupees? Tell me, what options do you have? Make the student imagine, let him think, let him brainstorm. From where will you get the 10 lakh rupees? Tell me. Okay, let's make the figure small, 5 lakh rupees. You need 5 lakhs to start a business. From where are you going to get it? What will be your first action plan?
I will start a pocket. How much I have.
Exactly. First, the student or the person who wants to start a business, he will look into his pocket. He will look into his wallet. He will look into his savings account. He will look into his cupboard. That, have I got some savings? How much is it? Do I have something valuable that I can sell and get the capital? How much is it? What will be your next action plan?
If I don't have any, then I need to borrow from someone.
Exactly. And who will you go to? Your second option will be to borrow, but who will you go to first?
Friends, family members.
Exactly. First, you will go running to your father. Father, I have a great business idea. Can you please support me? Can you please give me some finance? I'm sure to return it to you. Maybe you can have some shares of my business. Or maybe you will go to your mother, mother, can you please help me, convince father that can you give me just 2 lakh rupees, I need 5 lakh. So 1 lakh, I have my savings, you give me 2 lakh, rest the 2 lakh, I will arrange from friends. So this way I will start up my own business and then, right? So first you will look into your own pockets, then you will go to your father, mother, relative, brother, sister, family, friends. And third, when you will not be able to gather enough finance from these resources, where will you turn your face towards? Any financial institution, simple, you will go to the bank and ask for a loan. Simple as it is. So the loan that you're taking from any outsider is your liability. And the money that you're putting in through your pocket is the capital. And what will you do when you will have this money? You got the money, you got 5 lakh rupees. 3 lakh capital, 2 lakh borrowing from the bank. Now you have the capital. What will you do with this? You can do business. First thing, you want to set up the salon. What will you do? You can purchase a land.
Rent a shop.
Exactly. You will look for a place to rent, or you will look for a place which you can buy. Any of the options you have. Okay. So, for example, you selected the place for rent. Now you have to renovate it as the business looks like, the salon business. But if you want to start a school, you have to renovate it accordingly. Yes or no? So you will need to invest that money into buying the assets for your company, into buying the things to be placed. Like, for example, if I want to start my teaching institute, I need a classroom. I need an LCD, I need AC, I need a board. These are the basic, I need some chairs for the students to sit on. I need it to look clean. I need it to be painted. Lights should be in place. So all of these things will require your capital liability. Some cash. Out of the cash, you will purchase the assets. And now, the things that you gather for your business is called asset. Now, assets are of 2 types. What are the 2 types of assets? Current and non-current. How do you define them?
Those assets which can use under 12 months.
The assets whose life is less than a year is called a current asset. And the asset whose life is more than a year is called a non-current asset. Simple as it is. Okay. Liabilities, 2 types. What are the 2 types?
Less than 1 year, we can say
less than 1 year, current liability. More than 1 year, that means maybe you have to pay back after 2 years. So that's your non-current liability. If you need to pay within 1 year, then it's your current liability. Okay. So I hope this makes it clear to you. How was this example? Now you guys tell me, give me feedback. How was this example compared to, yes, you can give other people examples also. This is not wrong. But the most relatable, the most relevant would be what?
Yes, मुझे यही चीज समझ नहीं आई कि अपने ये relevant examples है. तो मैं इसको deliver कैसे करूँ? मुझे यही चीज समझ नहीं.
Now I hope this is clear.
Yes. स्टोरी टेलिंग वहां पर भी है, लेकिन वही चीज के वो
ज्यादा रिलेटेबल नहीं है. बट जब आप उसको अपने ऊपर देखो, from day 1 I've been teaching you 2 basic concepts. Number 1, point of view, very important. To teach from the point of view of the student, which he will understand the most and the best. So he will understand because you are young. You guys also want to start up a business, yes or no? So he wants to start a business. So the students at that level, they have dreams. They want to maybe start up their own business, right? So you can explain that suppose you want to start a business, then what will you do? What do you need? So it's all common sense. We need to understand that all the technical stuff that ACCA teaches, it's all common sense. You just need to open up your eyes and look around. Everything around you is a transaction. Every day you do a transaction, sell and purchase. You are in connection with so many organizations. You visit supermarkets, you visit malls, you visit institutes. You can observe, you visit hospitals, you visit salons, you visit these organizations. You are the customers of these organizations. So just by observation, you can gain a lot of technical insights. What is happening? So when you're teaching ACC, it's not necessary that you should be having or must be having a corporate exposure. If you have this much of common sense, you can give examples which is relatable to the students, like in the day-to-day life. because that will be most relatable and that will clear the concepts of the students from the scratch, from the ground level, from the grassroots level. Okay, now, and the second concept, I talked about the first concept, that's the point of view. And the second concept which you can use in the teaching is, if you want to explain a huge ocean, or you want to understand, for example, you were unable to understand this, okay, yourself. So if you want to understand something which is huge, which looks so large, which looks so complicated, which looks, very complex, you can't understand. Maybe it's a scenario in the question in the exam, which when you're reading and you're saying, oh my God, this is going over the head, I can't even understand. What do? The number one tip that I gave you, bring that macro thing to one unit. If you want to understand something which is on a bigger level, on a larger level, bring it to one unit, understand the micro of it, understand the unit of it. When you will understand about the one unit, you will be able to understand the whole thing, such big as an organization, huge as an ocean, right? Like Miss Amna explained it very well. The way she explained organization was just brilliant. How she explained? She talked about one atom. So what did she do exactly? She brought the bigger concept of an organization, because right now students those are sitting in the class, they have no clue, maybe they have no job experience also. They haven't been to any corporate setup. So you have to make them understand in such a way that it's nothing big. You understand your own house, which is the one unit for the organization, and you will be able to understand what's going on in the organization. Or just like Ms. Amna said, you understand how an atom works, how the solar system works, you will understand. How an atom works, it's so organized. So you understand one unit, you take the understanding of one unit and you will understand the bigger version of it. Right? So that's the second thing which you must keep in mind while teaching ACCA, or just keep in mind while for yourself also when you want to understand something. Bring it to the ground level, bring it to the micro level. Look at it, check it. How are you going to explain it to it? How will this example be applicated in a supermarket? Like for example, you went to a supermarket and you had 1,000 rupees in your pocket and you had 1,000 rupees in your card. How many products can you buy from the supermarket? Okay, so you're bringing it to the ground level. That's what a teacher does. That's what a great teacher or an effective teacher does. Bringing the complicated subject or bringing the complicated topic in the class and making it so simple at the ground level. You make the student understand it at the ground level from one unit, like from where he is right now. He is living in his house. He has exposure to the supermarket. He has the exposure to the hospitals, to the banks, maybe to the schools, institute. He's coming to this institute. This is an organization. What do you see? What do you observe? This is how you're going to bring it, simplify it. Okay. Now, yes, where were we? Okay, Ms. Amna shared all of this. Name, questions, relevant examples, relatable examples. I hope this point is clear. So the relatable and relevant examples.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now, Ms. Amna, would you like to add something more to this? What were your key takeaways or observations?
I think I've shared enough. Yeah, key takeaway was that thank you, Isha, for pushing me to do this. Many ideas came into my mind at that time, and I have learned that we can break this stereotype.
Thank you so much. Okay, Sudhir, what were your observations? Your key takeaways?
1 minute.
About the other participants.
Yeah. So Anam was the first one, So really, I appreciate her courage because she is the one who has started the game actually. So everybody was little on the fence. so she took up the courage and did it. I know that she also has not prepared very well. Even with that, she went ahead and did that. So the courage was amazing. And she took her the students engagement thing. She is the one who has first started. Because of that, we could simply copy that, that the way that she did it. She asked questions. She made sure that one of the students must answer. She just waited there. So that is, and she has even asked that whether whether have you not understood the question. So she gave, that shows the importance of, the students' engagement, which she gives to, her teaching style. And then she used props with the board, the visual, where she wrote about, the equation. And to the equation, she came from, so each element she took time. Well explained assets and then capital by asking questions, relatable questions. So I felt her class was uh, maybe she has not prepared this in English language, but I could see the passion for teaching in her and the very comfort of doing it. The courage of taking up anything, any innovative thing. And she's going to be a fantastic teacher. That's what, as far as I know, I have to say. And then Amna, as we all know that she is already an expert in that. So that's why I also pushed a little bit about more though, and especially my own experience helped me to push others, because I was very resistant actually. So I told Amna, really, because I wanted to derive this experience of, doing it impromptu, because again, once we postpone, it would be difficult. We will all have a tendency to postpone. And I knew that she would be doing well, as I have seen her, present and talk before. So she went with this fantastic example, which you already explored. Means already well discussed about the breathing exercise, which only did not set the students in a calm and situation, and engaged the students to her better. Which made the whole learning process, which more pleasant. And then she went on with the questions, and the one thing particularly very good, the way she encouraged whoever has participated, and I felt really great and valued and appreciated in her hands whenever I said that her her appreciation to the student was fantastic. I really felt great
Okay,
about
hold
it,
on,
valued and important.
hold on. I will take this point, acknowledgement. It was missing in all of your performances except for Miss Amna's. She was acknowledging each and every student when they were replying to her. Now, what is the difference? See, one very important thing was name calling. The other important thing is to acknowledge. When you are asking the audience to participate, and when they are participating and you do not acknowledge them for their participation, it's a heartbreaking story. The moment you do not acknowledge them, next time they will not participate. Finish. The connection is broken is cut by you. So acknowledgement is very, 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 very important. Whenever anyone is participating, well, for example, I asked you about, like, you asked a very good question when you started your performance, which was that, is accounting a language, business language? That was a very good question to start with, because it, engaged us. It was a new question. It was interesting. It made us curious. It forced us to think about it, to brainstorm it, and we were not getting the answers that how is accounting a language of business. But then when some of you answered, they were not acknowledged, and the lecture was continued. Okay, so acknowledgement is very important. How you're going to acknowledge? Maybe you can take the name of the person. Sudhir, thank you so much for your response. Just simple as it is. You can just thank the person. You can just repeat what he said. Okay, Sudhir, so according to you, accounting is a language because very briefly in your own words, you just repeat what he said. Okay. Or like you can say that, okay, if I repeat the full sentence, then of course I will not remember the full sentence, and obviously there's not much time in the class also. Like, this is not possible. How do I do that in a smarter way? So yes, you can do that in a smarter way. You can just repeat the last two words he said. He said, accounting language is therefore the language of the business. So he said, yes, Sudhir, thank you so much. Accounting language is the language of the business. That's the last thing which he said. You should just repeat the last thing and continue. Maybe if you have a shorter time, you can just say, okay, thank you, Sudhir. Thank you for your response. Let's hear from Anam now. Let's hear from Musab now. Let's hear from somebody else now. Let's dive deep into it now. Okay, but acknowledging is very, very important, which only Miss Amna performed in today's class very well. And that's why everybody got even more connected to her. That, okay, we have, because see, when a teacher or anybody in your real life also, whenever you will acknowledge someone, the other person will feel heard. They will feel heard कि उनकी सुनी गई है. Somebody has listened to what they say. And जब कोई सुनता है आपकी, आपको इस बात का एहसास होता है कि आपकी बात की वैल्यू है. When you feel heard.
Here I would like to add something.
Yes, please. You feel.
Sometimes when we couldn't understand someone, like when Anam was saying something and she was not properly audible to me, so what I did, I asked her to repeat and then I paraphrase her.
Yes,
Is it right?
Yes.
Did I hear you right? This is what you were trying to say?
Yes. If you are unable to hear or you did not hear, you missed the point, you can say, you can paraphrase it, you can ask the person that, can you please repeat, or there was some problem in the noise in the background, can you please repeat? You can just excuse yourself and re-ask that person. Paraphrase is also a good option or good strategy where you can reframe the question being asked so that you are able to understand it correctly. That, okay, I understood it right now. So when you are heard, when anybody feels heard, they feel valued, they feel respected, and therefore, when they will feel heard, they will also hear you. They will be ready to listen to you more. Okay, because you know that the students in the class, they don't want to listen to a teacher. The boring lecture, never. Not happening with the Gen Zs. So if this is the only trick that you can use to build a connection with them and to ensure that they will listen to you. Acknowledge them. Acknowledge them. Okay. There is another word which we will discuss about. It is appreciation. Okay. We will discuss about it in the next class. And there is a lot more to discuss about over this activity. We have many lessons out of this that we did today. And we will be continuing this segment in the next class, which is tomorrow. So when you go home today, those of you who did not prepare their lesson plan, please, it's my earnest request to you, prepare it and make your minute-to-minute plan. Program design, make it, definitely do it. And then reflect about today's activity. What else did you find in the performance of Miss Amna? What else did you find in the performance of Miss Anam? What were your key takeaways? What were the things that you think that you should not repeat in the next time? Okay, what were the things that you should adopt for the next time? And you take a note of all of this. And inshallah, we will continue this discussion in the tomorrow's class. Tomorrow's class is going to be very important. Please make sure you do not miss it. Make sure you come prepared with your lesson plan and program design. Because if Ali comes tomorrow, we will be starting the session by hearing his presentation first. Yes, so tomorrow's session is going to be very important. I hope you guys will not miss it. because as soon as we start up with tomorrow's session, we will be hearing Ali's presentation first, and then we will be talking more about what happened today and what are the key takeaways and what we should keep in mind and what we should be aware of, and how we can improve our way of teaching, right? So this was practice teaching round 1. Will be continued tomorrow, inshallah. Okay. Any questions till now? Oh.
Yeah, tomorrow's this one. Tomorrow's that activities homework. What you just said is one is that write down our key insights.
Prepare your lesson plan and prepare your program design. This should be done definitely, minute-to-minute planning. And then you think about whatever happened today, the performances you observed, and what did you observe from them, what did you learn, and what good did you learn, and what bad did you learn. That means what things should you avoid for the next time, right? So all of this you need to reflect and come back tomorrow. Sudhir, but I would really like you to join the tomorrow's class because it's going to be the class. If possible for you, because Ali will
I wish I could.
Then Ali, you will miss Ali's performance, then that'll be difficult.
Yeah, but there is no way.
Big gap for you.
Unfortunately.
Big gap for you Friday. We will be resuming on Friday, then it'll be a big gap for you. Anyhow, you can see whatever is possible for you. Okay.
Is it possible to keep the class in the evening?
No, Sunday evening, no. Already the Sunday is off day now over here in Pakistan, and still I'm working on the off day, asking all the institute people to come. So they are it's like a favor they are doing to me.
Yeah, I know. But for me, it is the first day of the week, and my boss is not someone who will allow me to be flexible especially for education.
Okay, no problem. It's okay. We need to learn how to navigate through the challenges. And today Miss Amna was a sheer example of that, how she navigated through it, and she, mashallah, performed really, really well. She brought the biggest lesson of today's session for us.
Yeah.
So, okay then, signing off for today. See you in the next class. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you, everyone.
Miss Amna, Allah Hafiz.